Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Denial of the Day, our podcast, and we're going to talk about Win Your Claim Wednesday. Chris, give us the basics of what we're going to talk about, and I'll fill in the gaps like we usually do.
Yeah, so I love Wednesdays because, we go up against these insurance companies all the time and, we're immune to it. We have the patience where we're just like, okay, we're just going to keep fighting. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep fighting.
Right,
But when you get that victory, it makes it all worthwhile. So
right.
this one's going to be a little bit on you because this is what I call, well, I'll just give you the basics. This is probably one of the biggest claims you've had.
Right.
Um, with Bellator. So, yeah, just kind of give us an outline on this huge victory that you had.
Right. So the insurance company, I have to give them some credit because they came to the table, even though the insured was outside of their policy period. And the insured initially got offered about $300,000. And I looked at their policy, I looked at all the buildings, I looked at the forensic evidence, and I said, this is probably like a $10 million claim. And
Oh,
the guy's like,
whoa.
there's no way this is a $10 million claim. The adjuster even said it might be 3 million. I go, trust me, this is a $10 million claim. And within 6 months of us getting involved, we took it from 300,000 to $8.6 million.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
right. And so the insurance company did come to the table to help the insured and did the right thing for them. And then ultimately, we were able to say, hey, look, you've opened coverage. What you forgot were all these other buildings and all this other damage. And the adjuster, before we really got into it and really involved, said, hey, I need you to send me some pictures because we didn't see any hail damage at that building when we went out and inspected it with our engineer. And I'm like, how did you miss this? So I sent pictures and he's like, well, the pictures aren't enough. We need to come do a field visit. Fine, come on out. They came out. We were on the property for maybe 5 to 7 minutes and he kind of looks around like this with his engineer and goes, hey, we didn't see any of this. Like none of this was here before when we were here previously. And I was like, okay. Gave him the benefit of the doubt and then did my own due diligence, which was looking back to see if there was any snowstorms or any hailstorms between when they visited the property to the time that we actually went back and revisited the property. And sure enough, nothing. So they either conveniently forgot to see all of that damage and or because we were there holding them accountable to what they are supposed to pay for, they all of a sudden magically saw all the hail damage. And so it became a very large, close to $9 million claim, was really good for the insured, was good for us as Bellator, and taught me a ton of stuff. But ultimately, don't give up because the insurance company is going to say all sorts of stuff, which may or may not be true.
Well, I like how you brought up the point that they actually were working with you because you
Yeah.
said you were past kind of these policy deadlines. What were some of those deadlines you were up against?
Man, suit against the carrier, time to do like the
Recoverable depreciation?
recoverable depreciation for sure, but time to actually file for an appraisal, like all these
Oh,
deadlines were
wow.
passed. And the
Wow.
insurance company did right by the insured and came to the table. I know we talk crap about them a lot. Sometimes they deserve it. Sometimes they also deserve the kudos when they do the right thing.
Well, if they would have done the right thing in the very beginning, Bellator never would have never got involved.
Chris, you hear me say it all the time, my brother. If insurance companies did their job, we
Yeah,
wouldn't have a job. So thank you,
exactly.
insurance companies, for treating your clients like crap because we have a job.
Yes, exactly. So great point. Obviously, this is what we do for a living. We're professionals. If you have any issues, any problems whatsoever, you have questions, please reach out. Obviously, you could Google us, public adjusters in Denver, public adjusters in Colorado. But the best way to find us is on our website. What is that, Taylor?
BellatorClaims.com. Contact us as soon as possible. The sooner you do, the more options that we have to help you get your claim fully and fairly paid. So thank you again for visiting us with us today. And Win Your Claim Wednesday. We want another one. We want to win for you. Let us know how we can do that.